Last summer, NRG Esports revamped Counter-Strike team of Breeze, Fugly, Daps, PTR, and the newly added ANJ traveled to Dreamhack Valencia in Spain for their first LAN as a team.
I think it's a lot better. I think this is the team's been the most complete now than has ever been.
I think Alan's going to bring some different mindset to the team. He's a trolly guy, he's a funny guy, but he's really good, really smart.
ANJ just needs to hold things off, and as long as Breeze stays alive, this round's in the bag for NRG.
Pete has a great work ethic, like the guy just grinds and grinds, and I am so impressed with Vincent Breezy actually. After meeting him and talking to him and like getting his perspective on the game as well, he's a very skilled and talented player, so I'm sure that he and I can become a new deadly duo.
I'm looking forward to seeing him being tested, but it's going to be ANJ who has to hold off this push, and he does with Breeze by his side.
Working with him in boot camp, I could tell that he wants to win and he's hungry to win, so I'm excited for this tournament.
Heading into LAN, the team's performance surpassed many people's expectation in online qualifiers. The primary objective was to try and prove that the recent success in online play could translate to LAN.
I want to see them succeed just because, in all honesty, as far as like domestic games are concerned, NRG have actually been decent as of
very
late.
good.
But it just seems to be this translation to LAN that doesn't help them individually.
I should say it's a very known thing that they've showed up online and maybe it dropped off a bit on LANs, but we've talked about why that could be, and we've tried to figure out some different ways to handle the pressure, the choking or whatever. So I hope with me on the team and with just a lot of practice and going forward, and also here we can show ourselves as a LAN team as well.
I think we just want to get some experience with our new player. Like I said, this is like the first time in a while we had a complete team. Like we always had a roster change, anything. So this is our starting point from now on. So
despite the team's high hopes and the addition of a new player, they were ultimately eliminated during day 2.
Coming into the whole event, we had high hopes, but we knew that we're a new team, so anything can really happen. The main thing that went wrong was just a lack of practice. When we got into the thick of things, I think the communication was just, for me especially, too stressful, because me coming in my first event in English, I was like, damn, you guys are just talking so fast, I don't understand anything at this point. So I think communication was kind of one of the big breaking points as to why we didn't actually win any of the games.
Happus, he gets the backstab, that stabs down, and Breeze to follow suit. Red Reserve picking it up on Cash. A nice little attempt there from NRG to make it respectable, but it's not a win.
Pete is an amazing player. Like online, he slays people and he has his moments on LAN. Sadly, he was just not the right ingredient for the recipe we needed. So we kind of had to take it from there, and we decided to try and find a new offer.
You know, he's a 17-year-old. This is, you know, you expect him to win his aim battles, to hit sick flicks, but like this is a whole nother level of like CS maturity in my eyes.
I had a talk with Dubs. Dubs is a pretty experienced guy, so we have a chance, you know, to be the top team, and they just need an offer now, so that's why I joined.
I played against Zerg a lot back in Europe on my old team. We swapped some wins back and forth, and so I knew he was a sick player, and as soon as we kind of made it happen getting him here, I knew he was going to be the best option for us out there. So I'm very excited to having him here. He's going to be a great addition to the team.